Only facts. More like OnlyFans.
I'm finna make mine.
I'll be your first subscriber.
Come find out.
Bet that. All right. It has been too long. Way too long.
Mm-hmm.
You know, our adoring public just misses us so much.
Yeah.
We ended
We
up
have to
getting
actually have jobs because y'all won't support us.
Yeah, tough. We had 5 likes on the last video, and as we promised, Joe would not be here today. So, not here today. So we're just here. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk ball. We're gonna talk about these past couple weeks. We're probably gonna go over who should be the NFL MVP as of right now, since our NFL MVP pick went down injured.
Yeah.
We'll probably talk about playoff seedings, considering how many weeks away are we from playoffs?
We're in what, week 13?
Yeah, we're in week 13.
Like
wow.
5 away.
We're already in 13 weeks into the season, and every week that goes by, I'm just more and more sad. So let's get down to business, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's talk about this real quick.
All right.
The Green Bay Packers absolutely demolished the Lions on Thanksgiving.
Jordan Love on top, baby. He's the first quarterback.
He didn't throw a single pick.
He's been hot, bro.
He just balled out against Detroit.
He's the first quarterback in Packers history to have three touchdown, 0 interception games in his first 12 starts.
Damn.
We're just generational with quarterbacks, man. Tried to tell you, Jordan Love on top. I'm taking him over damn near anybody to start my team. Look who he's throwing to, man. Christian Watson is complete fucking trash. We've been without Aaron Jones, so our run game's been ass. We have Dontavian Wicks, who low-key could be a stud. Jaden Reed, who I've been said even in the preseason, watch out for that, man. He's shown up. And then Dobbs is nice as shit, so I'll stick with Dobbs. But, I mean, they all young, dude, and Jordan Love's balling with them. And he's, I think, number 3 of getting the ball out. It's 2.5 seconds this year. The only thing he doesn't have, like, great right now is footwork. But, I mean, if we're being honest, Aaron Rodgers had the worst footwork, like, mechanic-wise, of any quarterback.
He just looks slow.
Long time. Some people don't need it.
Well, it could also be because of the moon phase. It messed with the Detroit chakras and things like that, and just made him lose. It wasn't
Yeah, I always keep an amethyst next to my bed.
Oh yeah, do you?
Yeah, my crystals.
I would like to say I kept my receipts, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Pull them up there. What the fuck are you trying to say?
Do you remember? Do you remember preseason? I'm sold. Sam Howell is better than Dak Prescott.
Who said that?
You?
Oh, I probably did, as a joke. What's up?
I'll pull it up too for the video too.
Oh yeah, do it. Pull it up.
No, all I'm gonna say is, you'll see it in the post. Don't worry, it's gonna be edited in.
All right.
But do you genuinely think that Dak Prescott right now should be winner of the MVP? No biasisms, none of that.
Statistically speaking,
yes.
But
yes,
if I'm gonna dive into analytic type shit, probably not.
No,
I don't know who should be. It shouldn't be Jalen Hurts. I'll say that straight up.
Thank God. If anyone believes that Jalen Hurts should be the winner of the MVP, stop.
He's not even the MVP of the Eagles.
I'll give it to him. The man can make a fourth quarter comeback. Nice. But you're not going to win the Super Bowl when you're trash for 3.5 quarters and you just randomly decide, hey, let's do it. It's like the Packers earlier in the season. The game is out of reach.
But it's like It's one of them things too. When it comes to like running quarterbacks and stuff, like you really got to like dive into it. Like Cam Newton's 2015 MVP. A lot of his stats were rushing, but like his rushing touchdowns all came from like 20, 30-yard runs. Like I'm not impressed with 1 yard pushes because honestly, he's low key killing Swift's value and all his other running backs' values by doing that himself. Because I'm telling you right now, behind that line, you hand that ball off to one of those running backs, they're scoring.
The
So
man
it
is
doesn't make
praying that
him
his
that
team goes
valuable.
down at the 1 just so he can get a
Not
rushing
him.
touchdown. I saw something the other day, and this was a comparison between Dak and Jalen. Okay, Jalen Hurts has 11 rushing touchdowns. Dak has like 2, right?
And 8 of them are from the 1, right?
Yeah, Jalen Hurts on 11 rushing touchdowns, 33 yards. Dak on 2 rushing touchdowns, 29 yards. From the 1, Dak has 0. From the 1, Jalen has 8. I don't know why I did a 0, but Jalen has 8. You can't sit there and be like, oh my God, Jalen Hurts is an amazing, rushing quarterback. The man is getting tush pushed. The man squats 300 pounds. Of course, he's going to get in there on the 1 yard line. Now, granted, he's a good rusher. He is. But his rushing stats, you can't compare them to really any other quarterback's rushing stats. When you look at it, they go tush push on like 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, 2nd and 1, 4th and 1, 4th and 2, 1st and goal on the 1, 2nd and goal on the 1, 3rd and goal on the 1, 4th and goal on the 1.
Yeah.
It's going to be easy if you're going to keep getting like 3 yards a carry every time you get tush pushed.
Not mad.
It's as simple as that. And I genuinely think there has been regression in Jalen Hurts' passing game. If you say no, you're lying. Jalen Hurts has 15 passing touchdowns and 10 picks. Now, granted, Dak's not leading the league in picks this year, so the narrative has changed. But how do you go from having an MVP caliber season to dropping down to only having 5 more touchdowns than you do picks? You are on the pace right now to have the same equivalent amount of total turnovers. And when I say total, I mean picks and interceptions. Or no, not
fumbles,
picks and fumbles, because he has like what, 4 fumbles and 4 of them are lost?
Something like that, yeah.
You're on pace to score 1 passing touchdown every turnover. That is not good in any statistical category, in any game-winning scenario, in any game time scenario. That's not good.
Not mad.
It's as simple as that, but people don't want to understand that. People see the sexy Kelly Greens and think, oh, they're winning Super Bowl, baby. Yeehaw.
And the refs have been horrendous, dude. Like, only Philly fans will disagree, but like the refs in every one of Philly's games this year have been fucking horrendous.
The refs in Philly's games, the refs in Kansas City
games.
I
mean, even going back to the Dolphins Philly game. Bro, how the fuck does Dolphins have like 15 penalties? The Eagles ended with 0. 0 total penalties. That's fucking unheard of.
Lane Johnson is offsides almost every play.
No, man. The same shit they got at what's his name on the Chiefs for.
Yeah. My thing is like is the most clear and obvious sign. You look back to the Cowboys-Eagles game, okay? Look at their last scoring drive that ended with the AJ Brown touchdown, okay? You go to that last drive, look at every single play that had happened. Holding, defense, no hold. Pass interference, defense, wasn't pass interference. AJ Brown gave up on the play. Jalen Hurts was throwing it already out of bounds. All Stephon Gilmore did was have his hands on him, which is what every single cornerback does. He didn't push off. He didn't push him or anything. AJ Brown didn't even put his hands up. The ball was non-catchable. AJ Brown gave up on the play, and you call that a pass interference on the defense. It's not. It's not. Then you look at it again, too. Dallas is on the 2-yard line. They're having the ball go right up the middle. Touchdown. Called back. Illegal man on the field. Dak even confirmed with the ref that 71 was eligible, and the ref said yes. And then you call in an eligible man. Second and goal or something. 4th and goal from the 5. You throw it to Luke Schoonmaker, his first catch of the game. Touchdown. Ball had crossed the plane, but you file it incomplete because he was already down. Okay, you file it incomplete because he was already down. Let's look at what happened. Reed Blankenship tackling him from behind before the ball even touched his hands. Defensive pass interference, no flag. You look back at the game on Sunday afternoon. Hassan Reddick was going in to sack Josh Allen. Grabs Josh Allen by the front of the jersey. Fine. That's perfectly fine. Grabs him from the back with the shoulder pads. Takes him to the floor. Josh Allen tries to throw it away. Flag. What is it? Intentional grounding, Josh Allen. The officiating this year is awful. It's piss poor.
Yeah, no, I'm sharp, dude. That's what I'm saying. And everybody, even on Twitter or X, whatever the fuck you want to call it, has been complaining about it. Like, it's been bad, bro. It's been almost as bad as 2014, the first like 6-7 games of that. There was a referee strike.
Yeah. Wasn't it the famous Fail Mary between Seahawks and Packers?
Yep. Yeah, dude, that whole stretch of games was just a fucking mess. And this shit's damn near as bad as it, bro. Like, it's fucking horrendous. And again, it's one thing, like, refs aren't going to get every fucking call, and I can understand that, but when it's super blatant and you're standing there looking straight at it and you're not throwing the flag, like, you're just showing blatant favoritism. And it's like, at that point, too, like, the NFL needs to investigate into you and not have you ref those certain games or certain teams.
Exactly.
It's just a bad fucking look. Because it's also like, bro, like, I low-key lose interest in watching some of them games when it gets like that. Because you just know, like, okay, well, they're going to end up getting this fucking game called their way, so they're going to win.
Dude, I'm a Dallas fan till the day I die. I am deeply invested in the rivalry between Dallas and Philadelphia. That shit goes back centuries, basically. Halfway through the third quarter, I wanted to stop watching, and the game was close the entire time because of that defensive pass interference. I was at work that day. I came home and I had to rewatched it with my dad. Okay? We even both said it was terrible. The officiating was terrible. Granted, Dak made a few mistake plays, which, yeah, that costed us too. But the officiating was awful. No matter which way you spin it, no matter which way you put it, it doesn't matter. The officiating is terrible. Philadelphia is undoubtedly the luckiest and most ugliest 9-1 team you would ever see.
Yeah, I'm not really fucking impressed with them.
I'm not. There's nothing that any of their games have shown me that makes me impressed.
I'm going to be honest, too, though, dude. There's really not a single team in the NFL that has genuinely, like, been like, okay, this team's going to the fucking Super Bowl this year. Like, I feel like every year
that looks like they could go to the Super Bowl is the same exact team that you think of every year. The only difference is maybe the Lions, considering that they're the number 1 seed at 8-3 for the North.
No, I'm hip. It's just like, dude, this year's just been sloppy with play overall. Because, like, usually every year there's at least, like, 2-3 teams that you're like, okay, these are who's going to the Super Bowl. They should do, like, genuinely the AFC, bro. The Chiefs look like shit. The Jags don't look all that great. Trevor Lawrence is not sitting there balling, putting up MVP numbers like everybody said he would.
Travis Etienne is having a career year right now.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm hit. And then the Bills, they're fucking in shambles right now.
They're 66. Josh Allen's turnovers are finally catching up to him, which, by the way,
are all fucking hurt. And it's just, I don't know, dude. AFC looks like trash. NFC is, I mean, we knew that shit was going to be trash at the beginning of the season, though. Like, the whole NFC South, sadly, one of them teams is going to have a home playoff.
The Falcons are 5-6, and they're number 1 in their division. Right now, the Cowboys are looking at facing the Falcons in the wild card round.
Yeah, people got at me for saying that the Saints would still be the same fucking team, even though they got Derek Carr. They acted like that man was going to save the franchise.
He's not. Shocker.
Shit's a joke, bro. Like, I don't know. So I'm saying, dude, it's kind of sad when we're in the hunt for the playoffs with Jordan Love and the youngest fucking offense in the league.
Yeah. Yeah, even I'm hoping you guys make the 7th seed.
Oh, yeah, I hope we do, too.
Because you can honestly knock out Minnesota.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm hip. Dude, I'm telling you right now, if we make the playoffs as a 7, that means we play the 2. 2's probably going to be San Fran, never mind.
Right now it's San Fran, yes.
Hey, it's not Aaron Rodgers this time. It's Jordan Love. If we somehow make the 7th seed, we go to San Fran and we win, I'll dye my hair blonde.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you be here.
I'm talking full-blown blonde.
Make sure you're here after Wildcard Weekend. We will be sure to get a full tour of Mason's blondness, and I'll be sure to post a video because he will record it for us too.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, sure.
Fuck it, why not?
I'll send everyone a picture of my butthole if that happens, dog. Dog. All right, look, I'll give you $50 too. $50 in blonde hair. We beat the Niners.
$50 blonde hair and
a
a random
butthole
picture
pic.
of your butthole. Okay, I'm gonna go without this one, but I'll take the first two.
So the butthole pick and the blonde
No,
hair.
no,
That's the second
$50
one.
in blonde. $50 in blonde hair.
We'll talk about this after.
Okay. All right. Sure. All right. Let's get down to some actual serious talking right now, shall we?
9:00 at night, but sure.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm old.
Yeah, so am I. But let's get down to this. Let's talk receivers.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
Mm-hmm. What receivers we talking?
CeeDee Lamb.
What about him?
With CeeDee Lamb.
Talk about Dontavian Wicks, how he's better than CeeDee Lamb.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yep.
Richard Sherman came out, and I believe it was him. Could be wrong. Saying CeeDee Lamb's not a number one receiver.
That man jinxed it, bro. Ever since CeeDee Lamb's been tearing it the fuck up.
CeeDee Lamb right now, I think, is third on the receiver list right now.
Yeah, bro. Don't him and AJ Brown have the exact same amount of receiving yards?
I can see you right now. Give me 1 second.
I swear that's what I seen.
Yeah, I thought I saw that too. But let's also say Tyreek Hill, man, has been on an absolute tear this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think genuinely, if the MVP comes down to it, it's not a quarterback. It has to be Tyreek Hill. There's no other non-quarterback position in the league right now that deserves that award more than Tyreek Hill.
I'd also throw a super wild person into it, and I'd say Trent Williams for the Niners, bro. The Niners without Trent Williams were ass. When he came back, bro, they started cooking again. The Niners aren't shit without Trent Williams. Like, that O-line is not shit without Trent Williams. That man is the MVP of the Niners.
Yeah, I can see that. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
A.J. Brown, 73 catches, 1,050 yards. 7 touchdowns. CeeDee Lamb, 78 catches, 1,066 yards, 6 touchdowns. I'm going CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb that's not named Tyreek Hill, is arguably one of the best receivers in the league right now. The man, in the beginning of the season, he wasn't doing much. Okay, right?
Yeah.
Ever since that whole wide receiver one talk, you can't. The man's been putting up numbers. The man's been getting open. He's creating separation, which his first couple of years, let's be honest, he struggled with. The man is creating separation and is doing amazing things with the ball after the catch.
Oh, yeah.
The man is putting up insane numbers right now. 3 straight games of 10-plus catches and 150 yards. First player in NFL to do so. I think CeeDee Lamb's one of the best ones right now. That's not named Tyreek Hill. I have to rephrase that so that I won't get yelled at.
I feel you. I mean, he's definitely up there.
So I think right now for the debate that people want to put out there, A.J. Brown or CeeDee Lamb, you got to go CeeDee Lamb. A.J. Brown yells at Jalen Hurts all the time, every game, demanding for the ball. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, your productions go up, but you put your team in more stressful situations. I would rather take a non-drama queen who just goes out there and just puts on a show versus someone who is screaming at their quarterback when they're up and screaming at them for the ball.
I feel you.
What do you think?
I mean, I like Lamb more than A.J. Brown. Again, I mean, I think when it comes to, like, contested catches, I'll go A.J. Brown. But everything else, like route running, run after catch, the yards after catch type shit, I'm going CeeDee Lamb, to be honest. Because I like CeeDee Lamb's footwork a lot more. I just think A.J. Brown's just the bigger dude who can go up for contested balls better. But that's about all he's got on CD.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I said. CeeDee Lamb, genuinely coming out of college, in his draft class, best receiver in that draft class. Yeah, you had Jerry Jeudy, you had Henry Ruggs, you had all these other people. Which one?
Gross.
Yeah, basically.
No, I'm hip.
The man's been putting up numbers since he came to the league. This is, hold on. Let me see here. This is his, hold on. This is his third straight season right now with 1,000 yards. 3 straight. He was 60 away in 2020 from a 1,000-yard season. So basically, ever since he came to the league, he's been putting up 1,000 yards. You can't deny what the production value that this man creates.
No, I'm hip.
So, but I do think it's time that we have a talk and we have a discussion about Terry McLaurin.
What about him?
He has not had a single 100-yard game this season. Is Scary Terry done for?
I wouldn't say he's done for, but it's like I said when he took that contract, he's an idiot. Staying in Washington was a death wish for him. Like, genuinely, like, talent-wise, I'm taking him over A.J. Brown and CeeDee Lamb. I'm saying that right now. Talent-wise, yes. He's not going to get the production he needs in Washington, though. It's kind of like Davante Adams. I still think Davante Adams is the best wide receiver in football, probably after Justin Jefferson. But he's literally right there. He's not going to get that fucking production because he's in Oakland. Or Las Vegas, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Just call it Oakland, doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. When I look at, like, receivers, production-wise, like you said, CeeDee Lamb's top 2, top 3 this year. Easily. But, like, talent-wise, like, I mean, Terry's got it. Like, he hasn't lost a step, but it's just the fact that, like, he's just not getting the production he needs in Washington.
I don't know. I think it might be a mix of both. It might be just one of those things where it just might – he might be because he's still on Washington. Terrible team. Awful. Which, by the way, I was correct when saying we weren't going to get swept. Just want to say so. I think it's a mixture of both. But then again, we would have to see if he were to go to a different team, he might have more numbers. He might have a better season right now. But, you know, I feel like if he's not getting open, that's why he's not getting the ball. If you can't get open, you're not going to get the ball. It's as simple as that.
I mean, I also think Sam Howell is not that good. Like, genuinely. Like, I had this talk with Joe a couple days ago. The only thing Sam Howell has is yards. And I had put something on Twitter about this. Yards genuinely is the most, I don't want to say useless stat, because, yeah, you need yards, obviously, to score. But it's the least meaningful stat you could show me for a fucking quarterback.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I think Sam Howell right now has 80 more pass attempts. Or completions, not even attempts. He's probably got over 100 more attempts than the next highest quarterback, which I think is C.J. Stroud. Just like Jameis Winston in 2019, he threw for 5K. Matt Schaub in 2009 threw for 4.7 or 4.8K. They all led the leagues in attempts. It's not impressive when you're throwing the ball 50 times a game to have 300-yard games. Genuinely. Right. And that's honestly been my problem with Washington, too, and Bieniemy. People want to back Bieniemy so fucking much for some reason in Washington. He didn't even call the plays for the Chiefs. And, like, so many people don't even know that for some reason. He didn't call the plays for the Chiefs since Alex Smith was there. Huh?
Andy Reid called all the plays.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's why Bieniemy could not find a head coaching spot.
He called the plays.
Yeah, that's why Bieniemy could not find a head coaching spot. And people were all pissed about it, thinking it was something else. I'm like, no, it's just because he doesn't have that kind of talent. And now he's so pressed on throwing the ball. that y'all end up getting behind because Sam Howell's not that guy. And like, I'm not saying he's horrible because for Washington, he's been all right.
Doesn't he
But
have like 16 picks?
I think he's tied with Josh Allen with 14.
Huh.
But he's also got, I think, 3 or 4 fumbles.
He's got
That's
13
another
picks
thing.
right now. He
That's
has 13
another
picks
thing.
right now.
Yeah. Is like, everybody wants to talk so good about Sam Howell, but every time I've seen this man in the clutch, it's a fucking turnover. Game on the line, the only drive I've seen that man make was against Philly. The first time they played, he took them down and took them to overtime. And then he folded in overtime. That man folds under pressure every single fucking time. And again, I hate hearing the shit. Yeah, Washington O-line, not great. I'll be the first to admit it. But over half of those sacks could have easily been throwaways. Easily. That man has a problem. And I'm telling you what his problem is. He's stat padding. I don't care what anybody fucking says. It's the same thing Shedeur Sanders was doing in Colorado. Instead of throwing the ball away and having your completion percentage be complete trash, you just take a fucking sack and blame it on the O-line. Washington O-line, yes, it needs help. You need to get some other pieces and stuff. I'm not sitting there defending that O-line. But I am sitting there saying a lot of it is on Sam Howell himself. Because you also have genuinely Jahan Dotson is low-key kind of a stud. Curtis Samuel is also a stud, especially at a number 2, and you have Terry McLaurin at number 1 and Jordan Reed at a tight end. You have fucking weapons. And you have Brian Robinson, who's low-key a nice little running back, and Antonio Gibson as a second. You're not that, like, pressed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need other weapons around Sam Howell. He has plenty of fucking help, like, position-wise, besides O-line.
Right.
And defense, I mean, that shit, again, bro, like, that's a whole different story. But, like, I don't know, dude. Like, Sam Howell's just not that guy. So it's like, it's hard for me to put a lot of shit on Terry because I don't think Sam Howell makes a lot of the right reads, to be honest. And he really tries to force a lot of fucking passes that don't need to be forced, especially in the red zone.
Exactly. It's just doing way too much to just try to show that you look good when you're not. You know,
I'm hit.
It's like you're denying the inevitable. Sam Howell's not your guy. Sam Howell will never be your guy.
He's going to be a bridge for Washington.
You went and got a whole new owner, and you're still doing the exact same things as the last one.
I'm telling you this right now, too, dude. Washington fans need to have a little bit of a reality check, too. Y'all drafted Chase Young with the number 2 pick 3 years ago. And you passed on Justin Herbert and Tua in that draft.
Yeah.
Genuinely could have had your starting quarterback for the next fucking decade or two. And you passed on them. Like, Washington, again, and I don't think, like, these new owners are going to change anything, bro. Josh Harris is an idiot. I'm a Sixers fan, for fuck's sake. I know Josh Harris. He runs the fucking Sixers. I've trusted the process for a decade. That man can't draft for shit, and y'all have hope he's going to make and splash in the draft. That's a joke, bro. Like I was telling Joe, like, if you genuinely think this man is going to make good picks in the draft, you're a fucking idiot. That man's an absolute disgrace. Like, I would have been pissed if my team got that man as an owner. He does not know how to fucking run a franchise. And you think Magic Johnson knows any better? What does Magic Johnson do? Other than play basketball back in the fucking 90s.
And get AIDS.
Exactly. The Hollywood kind. Like, come on now.
Exactly. Like you can't just think like, oh, we got a new owner. Oh my God, look at his.
Everything's gonna change, bro.
Look at his regimen. If you look at his regimen, it's like exactly what you said. Why would you put so much faith in this one dude in his first year? It's beyond me, honestly.
That's what I'm saying.
But you know, Washington is just
they're poverty, bro. They've been poverty. I grew up there, dude, and it sucks. It's like, bro, I was talking to Joe about that the other day. Like, just Washington's organizations in general up there in D.C. are just shit. Dog shit. Capitals were dog shit for years. We finally won something in 2018. Haven't done anything or 2019. Haven't done anything since. The Nationals, poverty for the longest fucking time. Won something in 2019. Haven't done shit since we sold everything. The fucking Wizards, they're a joke, bro. An absolute joke. They're a laughing stock of the NBA, and the Commanders are the same fucking thing. Y'all can't even agree on a name. There's still talks about getting a new name.
And then talks about going back to the Redskins.
Yeah, like, bro, like, it's fucking stupid at this point. Like, I genuinely, like, the organization's fucked, whether people want to admit it or not. It's like Chicago, dude, the Bears. They're trash, and they're going to continue to be trash. Mm-hmm. And at this point, too,
dude, Justin Fields way too much.
I hope they re-sign Fields, bro. I hope they do. I would geek if they re-signed Fields and passed on Caleb Williams, dude. I would lose my shit.
Yeah.
But the thing is, too, if Caleb Williams went there, they'd fail him. That's what they do with quarterbacks.
He's going to do an Eli Manning. He's going to have to be traded on draft day.
Now I'm hip. That's what I keep trying to tell people, bro, on Twitter. Because oh, we're gonna get Caleb Williams. No, you're not. Genuinely, he already came out and said, like, if it's not the team he wants, he genuinely will not enter the draft then. Yeah. And, like, I'm telling you right now, if it's them or the Cardinals, he's not going. He will not go to either of those franchises because they are known for destroying quarterbacks.
He will demand for a trade.
Yeah, as he should. And nobody can blame him for that shit.
Yeah. But speaking of destroying quarterbacks, let's talk about your boy, Herbie.
Herbie? I mean, yeah, dudes. I don't understand how Staley has a job. And, like, now on Twitter, the whole rumor is like, oh, it would take a miracle to keep it. Bro, I don't care if they win out. There's no way that man should keep his job. He should not have a job right now. Genuinely.
He should be wrapping burgers at my McDonald's.
He shouldn't even be doing that. He should literally be sitting at home cleaning up piles of dog shit. That dude is absolute garbage. He's running the defense and the offense. Like, who does he think he is?
There was one play I remember seeing. I don't know who it was against, but their corner had intercepted the ball, and he's looking over at Brandon Staley, and they're down, by the way. They're down by a touchdown or whatever. They need a touchdown to win or something like that. Brandon Staley's yelling at him to get down on their own 10-yard line.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, bro. And he wants, like, full control of the fucking team.
Mm-hmm.
They're ruining Herbert. They truly are. And it's a sad, sad thing to see.
I mean, I love the memes on Twitter of Justin Herbert and what if scenarios, but genuinely, and this is just how I predicted it on draft day when they took Quentin Johnson. They had just gone against the Ravens, who picked Zay Flowers after Johnson.
Uh-huh.
This is my exact thing that I said. Why would you go for a big guy when you can get a speedy guy who's guaranteed going to catch it? Look at what Zay Flowers is doing. Look at what Quentin Johnson is doing.
The Chargers are obsessed with that shit, though. Look at Mike Williams and Keenan Allen, bro, who both can't stay fucking healthy. They're just both big dudes. Like, it made zero sense that they took that dude, to be honest.
Yeah, they didn't need him.
At all. They did not. And Austin Eckler is also very fucking washed.
Who?
They have no run game because Austin Eckler sucks dick.
Yeah.
That man wanted to cry all offseason about running backs deserving to get. That's another thing I want to talk about real quick. Not even off topic. Every running back that literally bitched and whined in the offseason has been dog shit. Absolute dog shit. Josh Jacobs looks like dog shit. Austin Eckler looks like dog shit. Mm-hmm. Saquon Barkley is not really that fucking crazy. Nobody's impressed by him or the fucking Giants. Bro, every one of them that fucking... Even Aaron Jones, I love him to death. I love him, bro. Like, I love Aaron Jones. He's a Packard, and I love him. But...
he's injured.
You can't stay healthy. So it's like every fucking running back that complained is dog shit.
A.J. Dillon.
I'm hip. That's what I'm saying. Y'all regress too much, too fast. Why would anybody pay you? Genuinely. And it's not like, oh, that's so mean. No, it's a fucking business, bro. And that's what people fail to fucking understand. The NFL is not a fucking charity case. They're not just going to throw you fucking millions because, oh, you did play good for us in the past. Here's a $20 million contract. No, if you're not fucking productive, you get cut. Just like if you're working a fucking job. Say I'm at a job for 10 fucking years and I'm a fucking stud-ass employee, but the next 2 years I'm just been a dog shit lazy bum. I'm going to get fucking fired.
Yeah. Simple.
Just like the NFL. If you start to regress, you're going to get fucking fired and not get paid. How is that so hard to understand? And it's
the
like,
most obvious one of these. I hate to talk about it. I do. It breaks my heart. My teeny weeny heart. That guy. Zeke.
Yeah.
Paid him, what was it? Like 6 years, 90 million or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up cutting him because he wasn't being productive. Why would I waste $100 million on a running back for 6 years? Which, by the way, their career lifespan, an NFL running back, is what, approximately about 7, 8 years, maybe 6.
It's 4 to 7, the average running back.
Exactly. Yeah. Why
That's
would
what I'm
I
saying? Like, genuinely
go beyond an average running back's career? Why would I give you $100 million contract going past your career? Why? Just so you can be aggressive? I need to think about the future of my team. It's nothing against you as a person. Nothing at all. It's the fact, if I'm going to pay you $100 million for 6 years, you better not regress. Because in that case, I'm losing my money. It's the equivalent of, I'm going to put $20 on a 10-leg parlay that I know is going to be stressful and risky, and it's probably 9 out of 10 times not going to work. Congratulations. I just lost $20. Congratulations. I just lost $100 million. I have to think about the salary cap of my team and what I could use that money for to get my team to win.
I mean, and it's funny too to just look at the shit too, because it's like Austin Ekeler wanted to bitch and cry like how it's unfair, but it's like, bro, you took Melvin Gordon's job after his like rookie deal. Now your rookie deal file is pretty much up and you're washed. Like, running backs are just a position that you just think.
And you're running as fast as a fullback.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, at the end of the day, Melvin Gordon, Austin Ekeler, all these dudes were undrafted, bro. 90% of like solid running backs just go undrafted. They're dime a dozen. And that's another thing. You do not need an elite running back. Genuinely. No. When we're talking about the Super Bowl caliber teams, very fucking few of them have had elite fucking running backs, and all of them were paid under $10 million a year.
Perfect example. You ready for this? This is going to be crazy. Chiefs, last year, Isaiah Pacheco, undrafted, not paid a lot.
Look at the Patriots dynasty, bro. Name me their running backs throughout that fucking dynasty.
The only one I can name is LeGarrette Blount.
Yeah, and what was it? James White was Super Bowl 51. He made a name for himself and then wasn't shit after.
Same
it's like, bro, even the fucking Packers, bro, when we won the Super Bowl, we had James Starks and Ryan Grant.
Yeah.
If you're not even a Packers fan, you don't even know who the fuck that is.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
And it's like, we've constantly been solid. Granted, we haven't won another Super Bowl, but we've been a solid team besides like these past 2 years, obviously, for 20-something years. And we have had random-ass running backs because you don't need them. Like, yeah, you need somewhat of a running game when you need a couple of yards or something, but you genuinely, it is the least valuable fucking position on the offense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in all honesty.
I'm not going to say fully one of the least valuable, but when you look at it in comparison, they really are.
That's what I'm saying.
I will forever stand on this. O-line, no matter tackle, guard, center, tackle, guard, whatever.
That's where the play starts and ends, is the O-line.
You've learned. Congratulations. After me telling you for months, the play starts and ends with the O-line. That is the most important position. You can sit here and tell me, no, quarterback is. What can the quarterback do if they don't have an O-line? Take Joe Burrow, for example. The man is now injured and has been sacked.
Yep.
Him and Andrew Luck have played about the same amount of games, and Joe Burrow has been sacked more than Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck retired at this point. Do you want Joe Burrow to retire at this point? No.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing, man.
That's why I would rather pay my O-lineman more than I would my running back.
Mm-hmm.
Because one is more valuable than the other. Granted, if it's a certain situation where you need to run the ball, I'm gonna want to trust my running back. I'm gonna want a good running back, you know. But
But it's also like we're also seeing like a rise in the whole dual threat quarterback shit because it's like you look at Jalen Hurts,
you look at Lamar Jackson, you look at
it's like
Mahomes.
they don't even have to use their running backs like that. So it's like that. Like when I say least valuable, I don't mean like they don't have value to the offense, but I'm saying like pay wise, they're who I'd pay the absolute least on the offense. Genuinely, they genuinely deserve the least amount of money. Yeah, I get it. You're taking a beating out there, so yes, you deserve to be. And that's another thing too. Like people really look at these players like, bro, you know what I'd do for $10 million?
Yeah, I'll ride
to play 18 games of football for $10 million a year.
Yeah, I'll ride the bench. I don't care,
bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm not again. So it's like to an extent, I'm not gonna feel fucking sorry for these guys who are.
You can take that $10 million and you can last it your entire lifetime.
Yeah, but again, that's another thing. Half of them don't get the right agents or money consultants to where they do, because it's like, I mean, you look at half these fucking players, bro, and they go bankrupt. Because I mean, I'm not gonna fully blame them for that though. A lot of these players, like if you grow up in the streets and stuff, like it's hard to manage money, and you get a hold of money for the first time, it's a whole different scenario. But it's like you can genuinely make, bro. If you gave me $5 million right now, I could fucking make it last. You can stretch $5 million fucking dollars. You can live off $5 million fucking dollars for a long fucking time. Right. If you live by your means. It's like, bro, so I'm not gonna feel sorry for these people, like at all. And it's like that's why too, like when Devontae left us, I wasn't upset. I'm not paying you $120 fucking million contract. I'm not.
This goes back to our conversation last time. Money ruined the league.
Mm-hmm.
It did. Can't deny it.
It's ruined sports in general, bro. Even the NBA, because now you got these max contracts and max deals, so everybody's just going to one team getting mad fucking bread. Same with baseball, bro. It's gotten ruined by fucking money. All sports are just getting ruined by it because people are just too money hungry. They're not in it for the actual love of the game anymore at all. And you can tell who is and who isn't. Yeah. That's why I got mad respect for like the players, especially like in the 90s and shit, like Barry Sanders, like bros, people who stick with one fucking team. Like, bro, the team that drafted you changed your fucking life. So, in my opinion, even if I got drafted fucking Bears, who I hate, I'm thugging it with them for the rest of my fucking career, to be honest, unless they cut me.
Exactly.
They changed my life. They believed in me. These other teams didn't believe in me. So just because they want to throw money at me because they see me winning now, fuck them. But that's not how they view it anymore, because it's not for the love of the game. It's just for a fucking bag. It's like Tyreek Hill. Genuinely, you could have another ring right now. And honestly, the Chiefs would be 10 times better right now with you, and you'd probably win another one. But instead, you want to go chase the fucking bag. It's stupid, bro.
Yeah. I mean, it's different if you go to a different team thinking that you're going to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, like late in your career, I'm not going to blame you.
But if you do it at such a young age, no ring to show for it, you're money hungry.
Or people too, like, I'm not going to lie, like Julio Jones, DeAndre Hopkins. Why the fuck are you going to the Titans?
Why are you going to Philly?
Well, I mean, Julio's probably.
I take that back. I'm going to take that one back.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know, dude. It's just fucking, it's shit's stupid to me. It's like it made sense with like, because I remember back in the day, Antonio Brown, he was originally supposed to get traded to Buffalo back when they were shit. And he genuinely refused to go, and he went to Oakland. And at the time, that was like 2014 Oakland, so they were like okay. So it's like shit like that I can understand, like not wanting to like go to certain teams because of that. But it's like, bro, like you said, like if you're gonna leave, at least go win a fucking ring or go somewhere where you can't. Like the Devontae shit made no sense to me. And it's like I hate nowadays too with social media with players. I feel like the league needs to put some. Need to shut the fuck up. I'm just gonna put it blunt like that.
Rivalries.
I like Micah Parsons.
Rivalries don't feel like.
I like Micah Parsons. Oh yeah, no, I'm hip. That's what I'm saying. Like I like Micah Parsons. I'm a big fucking fan of Micah Parsons. He needs to shut the fuck up. If as politely as I can say it, dude. Like, no, what I'm saying is though is like, bro, like, in a nice way, like, just stop talking so much. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like with the Niners shit. He was like, "Oh, I didn't know it was that serious, bro. You sound like an idiot."
You
You
grew
know
up
what
a
I'm saying?
Cowboys fan and you say it's not that serious.
Yeah, like, bro, shit like that is so fucking dumb to me.
Now, this is very important because I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. I mean, granted, it's died down now, so there's no point. But if you say some shit like, why you always talk about us, but you don't keep that same energy when Philly loses, when Buffalo loses, or things like that, that is understandable.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
I
For
get it.
protecting your quarterback,
I
like,
I get it. I get it. Talking about Dallas, ooh, clicks and views, clicks and views, clicks and views, clicks and views. No. How about, and this is a crazy idea, we talk about other teams, kind of crazy, but I promise you, you'll probably still get the same reaction if you trash on Philly for them losing. If you show up wearing a funny uniform, Stephen A, doing all this and all that when they lose. But when Dallas loses, oh man, you guys are going to have a field day. Y'all are going to be eating for a week. Dallas will have a bye week and you'll still figure out a way to talk about them.
yeah,
But it's like, I don't know, man. It's just, it's, I do agree because there will be players like Darius Slay, like he's out there talking with Cowboys receivers right after the game, being all friendly with them. Like, no, dude, you this is a rivalry. We are not best friends. Like, why are you being friendly with me?
again,
I
bro,
do
it's
not
not
like
a
you.
love. It's not a love of the game thing anymore. They don't. I think a lot of people too really don't give a shit about the team they play for. Like deep down, they really don't give a fuck because again, it's just a job to them.
Like, genuinely, the only real rivalry I feel at this point, I'm not even kidding, and this is no biasism, is Cowboys Eagles and Cowboys Niners. That is the only rivalry genuinely that I feel like is still somewhat alive.
Yeah, now I'm hip.
Because it's like, if you're playing for the other team that my team has just despised for centuries, I'm not gonna like you. I'm not gonna fuck with you. I don't care how friendly you are. If you just kicked my ass, I'm not gonna sit here and be buddy buddy with you.
Now I'm hip.
No, after the game, you're gonna try to come up to me, talk nice. No, I'm gonna talk my shit, and I'll go back to the locker room. I'll see you next time we go against each other. I don't care. Do not
Now I'm
talk to
hip.
me. If you're gonna play the sport, there has to be a passion to it. Now, granted, I get it. Off season, whole different situation.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of the season trying to be friends with someone that's on the other team, like right before you go against them. That doesn't sit right.
Yeah, now I'm sharp. It don't make sense, bro.
I don't know. Everything's all about niceness.
Positivity.
Fuck that.
That's another thing too, dude. Is like the NFL starting to get so soft with calls that it's genuinely like, especially like these past few seasons. Like I was telling my brother, like I love football and I'll always love football, but it's genuinely making me not love it as much
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like they're really taking away from the actual sport itself.
And that's why I feel like somewhere I agree with Tom Brady's saying the things aren't competitive.
That's why too. Like I don't know, like all these records that are getting broken. Like oh, Mahomes is the fastest to this. Now Herbert's the fastest to what Mahomes was just to. Every quarterback's going to be. That's why you see people like C.J. Stroud coming out and balling so early on the season. Quarterbacks are so protected, bro, and it's such
Well,
a
okay, C.J. Stroud is a different story. The man is just him.
I mean, he's good, but again, I'm just saying, like, you go put any of these guys back in the 80s or 90s, bro, and they're not making it. They're genuinely not. They're not putting up these numbers. It's like receivers, dude. Receivers are so fucking protected. It's like you see like Michael Irvin talk about. You would not run fucking slants in the 90s. You genuinely would not because you would get fucking knocked out of the game. And it wouldn't be a penalty. You would
I'll
get
be
your
damned
fucking head knocked off.
if I throw it to you and there's Ray Lewis sitting right there coming at you with a head full of steam.
Yeah. It's like, bro, I've seen on Twitter they have that highlight reel with like old like hit sticks and stuff. And everyone's like, oh yeah, we missed CTE. We totally missed that. Like y'all are soft. Like I'm not gonna lie too. Like genuinely speaking, Football is a tough sport. That's why you're paid millions. I'm not going to bullshit. Like, if we're going to make this a soft ass league, y'all don't deserve to get paid this much.
Yeah.
Like, in all honesty, like, why are we paying you?
You're running into the
$50
risk.
million?
You're playing the game for a risk that you could severely damage yourself for the rest of your life.
Yeah, facts.
We don't wish that upon anyone.
Yeah,
but
no.
this is what you sign up for. This is the risk that you're going to take. This is why you're getting paid $200 million. So that way, if something does happen to you, you can help your family for generations.
Yeah, you pretty much set your family up for generations by playing this game for 5-6 years of your life.
Yeah.
That it's the risk you take. It's like going to war. You think we're going to start using airsoft guns but paying you 10 times more money? Like, what the fuck? Like, no. Like, bro, it's a fucking man's game. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't no soft ass shit. And like the way the NFL is coming, like, oh, the hip drop tackles, we got to get rid of those. Oh, don't lean forward with your helmet. Don't do this. Don't do that. Oh, you got to let a receiver fully plant his feet and turn before you can hit him. So you have to let him catch the fucking ball. Because that's another thing that irks me, bro. Like, I'll be watching a game and it's like, let's say like fucking Devontae Adams is hitting a slant and fucking Darius Slay comes and knocks the shit out of him. So the ball gets dropped and there's a fucking flag because he hit a defenseless receiver. What is he supposed to do? Genuinely let him fucking catch the ball and then tackle him?
The catch rule is so...
It's soft as shit, dude.
I'll never understand the actual catch rule when it comes to, okay, they caught it, but they fumbled it. Or it's an incomplete, no flag.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like it's gotten too soft at this point where I really don't give a shit about records. Like, I really don't. Like, I feel like all these records low-key have an asterisk next to them. Like, Cooper Kupp's season with like 1,900 yards did not really mean that much to me. Like, yeah, it was impressive that he did it. But again, dude, like, it's nothing like I saw back when I was actually growing up watching this game because you can't hit him. You can't do that shit.
Yeah.
This shit's just gotten too soft at this point where it's
the
like
league has become more offensive friendly.
Yeah, way too offensive friendly to where the defense can't even fucking play defense.
Hmm?
Like, you can barely shove a quarterback. Like, they genuinely just want you to push him. They don't want you to tackle him because you tackle him too low, it's a penalty. You tackle him too high, it's a penalty. You tackle him in the middle and accidentally drag him into the ground, it's a penalty. So you just want him to go up there and shove him. And then when he breaks the fucking tackle and throws it 50 yards downfield for a touchdown, you're a piece of shit because you didn't make the hit.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. Like, I knew the league was getting bad, though, back when Clay Matthews. He had to be, like, one of the most penalized motherfuckers on roughing the passers that were the most complete absurd pieces of shit calls I've ever seen in my life.
That man would...
And it's like that type of shit, like, really just threw me away from the game a lot.
That man would hit a quarterback.
Yeah, and it's like, that's what you should do. Like, bro, if I'm running at you full speed, I'm not going to fucking slow down and stop. I'm going to keep coming at your fucking head, and I'm going to fucking hit you. Because that's another thing, too. Let's say Micah Parsons is coming around the fucking edge going full speed. Quarterback throws it away, but Micah's like 2 yards back. You fully expect Micah to, like, be able to just hit the fucking brakes and stop on a dime so he doesn't accidentally hit him? So Micah goes there and runs into him. It's going to be a fucking flag.
Yeah.
Shit's dumb, bro.
Yeah.
I just get tired of this shit. Like, it's just gotten way too fucking soft. So I'm just not really impressed by, like, all this, like, statistic bullshit. And even with all this, like, soft-ass shit, the league sucks right now, bro. I'm not going to lie. That's why, like, this year is low-key a fucking Mickey Mouse MVP race.
Everybody's in the running.
Bro, Jordan Love has the same fucking stats damn near as Patrick Mahomes.
No, he does.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, are you fucking serious right now? And you cannot.
Patrick Mahomes is second for the MVP voting.
Yeah.
This is why I'm saying, if you're going to give Jalen Hurts the MVP, and this is making a mockery of the award, an absolute mockery. If there is any quarterback right now that should deserve that, CJ Stroud, genuinely. It's not even a biasism because he went to Ohio State. The man has single-handedly turned that whole organization from a one-win team to now they're 6-5 or whatever they are.
And he's had the most different starting offensive lineman this year.
The man is doing insane numbers as a rookie. He genuinely has a shot at putting Houston in the number 7 seed right now. So if you give it to Jalen Hurts, it makes a mockery of the award. And it's basically saying, hey, if you have a cool little record, Congratulations.
Oh
You're
yeah, no. Genuinely, if Jalen Hurts wins, it's just okay. If you had the best record at the end of the year and you're the quarterback for that team, you got it.
Exactly. That's why I said if it's not a quarterback award, give it to Tyreek Hill. The man is doing amazing right now. But if it is a quarterback award, then give it to Dak Prescott or CJ Stroud. I think CJ Stroud would deserve it more than Dak, and I'm a Cowboys fan.
And I'm hip.
Dak is putting up numbers, but you can't deny what CJ Stroud is doing for his team.
I'm sharp.
It's like it's becoming a mockery of the sport, of the awards, of the records, everything like that. So,
I'm hip.
Football, man stuff.
Yeah. Football.
All right.
But it irritates me.
Huh?
I love football, but it irritates the shit out of me.
Yep, you gotta love the football season.
Yep.
Every week depends your mood.
Yep. All sorts of reasons.
Of course. But I think that's about it. We went off on our little tangents.
Yep. Just an hour. Fuck it.
Okay, why not? Pro Bowl votes are up, by the way.
Are they?
Yeah, who from your team would you send to the Pro Bowl?
Jordan Love. Other than that, nope. Rashawn Gary.
Yeah, I could see Rashawn Gary.
Gary deserves it.
For me, I'd say Dak. CD. I might say Brandon Cooks now that he's doing a little bit better. Probably Turpin again. Zach Martin, can't deny. Maybe Tyler Smith, honestly.
I'm not gonna lie, real quick too, before we get off, the Pro Bowl's become the biggest joke I've ever seen in my life.
It's now two-touch.
Especially not just because like the actual game itself is stupid, but it's like getting a Pro Bowl vote means nothing, especially because like, bro, like we had Tyler Huntley in there last year because all three starters that got drafted said, nah, we don't want to go. Then two other guys said, nah, we don't want to go. So technically speaking, he has a Pro Bowl nod on him because he was the sixth fucking option at quarterback. And the fact that that goes on your resume to say you are a Pro Bowl quarterback is just a fucking joke to me, dude. That's why I cannot stand when people in a fucking argument about football say, oh, he's a 10-time Pro Bowl. I don't give a fuck. Like,
I'd rather have an All-Pro.
Yeah, that's the only fucking thing that matters. If you're a first or second team All-Pro, that's a fucking nod to have. If you're a Pro Bowler, I don't give a flying fuck. Genuinely, I don't give a shit. Because it's also just a fan-voted thing.
Speaking of All-Pros, biggest news right now, Shaq Leonard.
Oh, yeah.
Philly, Dallas are making pushes for him. Where's he going?
Philly.
Damn it.
Jerry doesn't have no balls, dude. He probably gave him some stupid-ass offer. So, again, my thing is, especially when it comes to these players, if Dallas wanted him that bad, he wouldn't have fucking left without a deal. Same with Philly, though, to be honest. So he might just low-key be looking for too much fucking money.
Apparently, he's going to be thinking about it over the weekend, and we'll hear about it next week.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to get dragged into a whole nother Odell situation where, think about it. Okay, let me spend the offseason thinking, okay, I'm going to a different team that's going to offer me exactly what I want after I blatantly lie about denying it.
Yeah, no, I'm hip.
So, yeah, no, I'm not going to get dragged into another Odell situation. But
I digress.
I digress. Shaq, come to Dallas. For the love of God, please. I mean, Marquise Bell is doing good, but having an All-Pro, yeah, I'll take him. Thank you.
Also talk real quick. Aaron Rodgers returned to practice today.
Oh, he actually practiced today.
Mm-hmm.
See, now we're actually getting to the current news instead of old news. That's crazy.
Instead of just ranting. Yeah. Don't forget to see me go to my garage.
Sweet.
I'm thirsty.
Sweet. But, yeah, so he actually practiced today?
Mm-hmm. He was out there throwing football. I don't know if he was going, like, full-on fucking practice and shit.
Well, how did he look, considering that you know about Mr. A-Rod?
I mean, He's just kind of tossing the football like he's been doing on the fucking sidelines for the past.
Nah, that's not what I want to hear.
What do you expect to hear, that he's out there running fucking big ass drills?
Yeah, I want to hear that he's running read options every 3 plays
Yes.
and rollouts.
And the whole Aaron Rodgers is stupid to me. He tries to stay too relevant at this point in his career, and it's kind of fucking obnoxious. He just wants to be the fucking center of attention. Like, honestly, once you like take the bias glasses off of some things when it comes to sports, like, you can really see some shit. I saw it in the last couple of years where it really did get obnoxious. It's like low key with the whole vaccine talk with him, dude. Like, it was kind of funny at first, I'm not gonna lie. But now it's like, bro, it's been 3 years. Give it up. It's not funny anymore. Like, not everybody in the world is dropping dead. It's fine. Some people got it, some people didn't. Nobody gives
a I promise.
Yeah, like nobody gives a flying shit anymore, dude. Like, it's not news anymore. You don't have to talk about it. It's like he tried to start that whole beef between him and Travis Kelce.
Because Travis Kelce has a Pfizer commercial.
Yeah, like, bro, that's so fucking stupid. That, again, is just another way of, like, he's trying to stay relevant. I think Travis Kelce said one thing about it. He was just like, oh, yeah, it was a funny joke. He's not taking it serious.
Yep.
Coming back. Dude's leg's gonna fall off if he tries to play.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all we have time for. It's been a while.
Oh yeah, it's been an hour.
Yeah.
Whoops.
You have anything else you want to add?
Sub to the OnlyFans. No, I don't have anything else to add.
Good. I'm tired. Ready for bed.
Me too.
Like, comment, subscribe. We'll start trying to get back to our more weekly postings if we can, probably around like every Wednesday if we can. And
if y'all start making us money, we can do it every day, but no.
Yeah, we can do live streams if y'all want us to. Every day.
And we need the money for it. Get me out of work.
Please.
I'm not built for this life no more. I'm too old.
We'll set up a Patreon.
Yeah.
You won't get anything. You can just give us money though.
I'll give you whatever you want.
He will, not me. But all right. Like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully see y'all next week.
Yep.
Peace out. Love you.